Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. A cold air intake is a tried and true way to add horsepower to any fuel-injected Mustang, and the 2015 is no different. JLT is one of the best in the business because their cold air intakes fit great, look great, and best of all, they make horsepower. Today, we're going to show you how to install one on your 2015 Mustang. JLT includes everything needed for installation, including the air box itself, the cold air inlet, the couplers and clamps, and a reusable air filter. This kit can be used with or without your factory sound tube and will require a tune for installation. For this installation, you need a Phillips head screwdriver, T20 Torx bit, 1/4-inch ratchet, 7mm socket, 8mm socket, 10mm socket, 6-inch extension, and needle nose pliers. Begin the installation by removing all of our factory components. The first step to getting your factory cold air intake off is to remove your intake cover, disconnect the throttle body. Loosen the clamp at the throttle body. Now we can start disconnecting all the PCV hoses from the air intake here. Disconnect this as well. These are simply push in to remove. Now we'll remove our mass air sensor. It's a little red tab underneath. Simply pull the tab backward and you can pull the plug off. Once you unplug the mass air meter, make sure you remove the clip from the air box so you don't yank the wiring out when you pull the air box out. The last step in removing our stock air box, remove the retaining bolt located here towards the fender. And carefully remove our air box. Make sure we're off the throttle body first. Before you put your stock air box aside, you'll want to remove the factory mass air sensor. That gets transferred over to our JLT. We can install into our JLT. It's only going to fit in one way for the holes to line up. To mount the JLT air box, we're going to grab the metal insert from the factory air box. We're going to move that over. Make sure you get the insert and the bushing. Install the bushing in the metal sleeve and the hole at the top of the JLT box. Carefully lower it down into place. Kind of have to squeeze the box to get it in down. That lines up with the factory hole. Once the box is mounted, we want to slide the air intake up until it connects to your factory one. Now you want to put the silicone reducer and the two clamps onto the small end of the JLT. Make sure the screw heads are facing up so they're easy to access to tighten it down. Once you have it seated, you can tighten down the inside clamp. No need to over tighten, just get them snug. Now you put the filter on the opposite end. Again, don't over tighten, just get it snug. And we want to make sure all the hoses are out of the way. We can connect to our throttle body. Now we'll go through and reconnect all of our factory connections. Start the mass air. Make all the connections at the intake. The JLT uses factory connectors, so everything will plug right in. Double check all your connections are tight. You can reinstall our intake cover and our installation's finished. Our JLT intake looks great, adds a nice sound under the hood, and best of all, it's going to add some horsepower to our 2015 Mustang and GT. Keep in mind, because you're changing the size of the inlet tube, you do have to tune the car before you drive it. Installation takes around 30 minutes, so you'll be back on the road in no time.